Rainbow hoops. Have you ever explored the idea of teaching a child how to swim with the use of a rainbow hoop? Well, in today's video, we've got lots of new and exciting ways that can help make that happen. So, my name is Nathaniel and I'm the swim specialist. I want to be your go-to guy for all your swimming needs. Whether you're a child who is wanting to teach themselves how to swim, a parent who is feeling confident in teaching their children how to swim, or a teacher who is looking for an online resource to help teach others. In today's video, I'm going to show you everything you need to know about teaching a child how to swim with the use of a rainbow hoop. If you haven't already, make sure that you click subscribe so you can help me achieve my target of having 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And if you want your very own rainbow hoop, just click the link in the description and you can get yours today. What is a rainbow hoop? A rainbow hoop is a crafty designed hoop which actually has holes in each segment. This means that the hoop doesn't float on the top, it doesn't sink to the bottom, it stays buoyant in the water. So who are these hoops for? Whether for children who are beginners or intermediates that want to learn how to swim with their face under the water. The advantages of using a rainbow hoop. Number one, they are easy to put together. You just simply add pressure and clip them in place. Number two, they are very colourful, which attract swimmers to naturally want to swim through them under the water. Number three, they are easy to store because they come in little pieces, which means it's practical to take it down to your local pool or when you are swimming on holiday. Practice number one, the easy hoop challenge. We need one person to hold the hoop on an angle. The challenge is for the swimmer to get inside the hoop without touching it. The key point here is that the mouth and nose submerge under the water. The outcome is for the child to practice either blowing bubbles or closing their mouth. Practice number two. This time we are going to do the medium hoop challenge. So can one person hold the hoop on the surface of the water? The challenge yet again is for the swimmer to go inside the hoop without touching it. So the key point here is to close the mouth, hold the breath and fully submerge under the water. The outcome is that we practice holding our breath, blowing bubbles yet again. In practice number three, we are going to challenge you a little bit further and we are going to do the hard hoop challenge. So this time, just let the hoop naturally sink under the water and the swimmer has to surface dive downwards and swim through the hoop. The outcome will be that the swimmer is naturally confident in swimming under the water. In practice number four, we've got an exciting game. We are going to play a game called Change. We want all swimmers to place themselves inside a rainbow hoop. When one person shouts change, everybody has to leave their hoop and find another hoop. This is going to add the element of competition and it's going to incentivize all swimmers to practice surface diving downwards, holding their breath and swim underwater. Practice number five. This time we are going to practice pushing and gliding through a rainbow hoop. The key point here is once you push off the wall, can we keep still like a pencil float? The outcome will be that the child has a natural way of starting each length with a push and glide. Practice number six. We want the children to swim through two hoops. The key point here is that they hold the breath. Now one hoop is going to be the start and the other hoop is going to be the finish. The outcome will be that the swimmer is able to swim underwater for as long as possible. To make it more fun and challenging, just extend the distance between either hoop. Practice number seven. This time, can we swim through three hoops? The key point here is we want the swimmer to learn how to breathe without putting their feet on the floor. So the outcome is every time the swimmer approaches a hoop, can they lift their chin up to breathe and then put their face under the water to travel through the hoop. Practice number eight. We want the swimmer to travel backwards through two hoops. The key point here is that they maintain a flat body position. The outcome will be that their legs are not too low and their kicks are not too big. So everything needs to go through the hoop without touching it. So what I've shown you today is 8 fun and exciting ways that you can use a rainbow hoop to learn how to swim. Remember, if you haven't got yours already, go in the description and you can click the link to order yours today. If you've enjoyed today's video, make sure that you click like. And I would love to hear your experiences with the rainbow hoop, so make sure you do that in the comment section below. If you haven't subscribed, click subscribe and then the bell so you can be notified of future videos. You can find the next video on your left. Have you ever seen them before? Oh, that's a good picture. Rainbow hoops. Rainbow hoops. Have you ever...